Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We're back with this week's comics. They were next week's comics, but this week they are this week's comics. And we are here today to talk about the top 5 comics that came out. Because it's a new week, which means new comics.
New comics from last week's next comic.
Yeah. And our number 5 is Titans, number 2.
So this one's called Out of the Shadows, Part 2. A Titan is murdered. Will the new era for the Titans end almost as soon as it's begun? After one of their own is found dead, the remaining Titans must look for answers before more blood spills. Can they outrun the horrible fate they've been dealt? Plus, a new blood brother rises as the team begins to fall apart. Man, how did the Titans get so messed up so fast?
It happened all so quick.
Well, so I was reading through, like, I've been organizing all my comics, and I saw that I had Titans in my red bin, and I wasn't sure, so I looked at like the first 3 pages, and not to spoil if you haven't read Titans 1, who dies.
Right.
But I saw it, I was like, I didn't read this. So I had to pull it out of the red side and put it back in the needs to be read. But either way, man, this series, it looks like it's going to be a little like heavier than Tom Taylor's.
Yeah, I can
normal,
see that.
like non-Elseworlds.
I think they're really trying to push that, like, the Titans are not the Teen Titans. These are the Justice League replacement.
They are the Justice League, basically. So
like, they need to, I don't know, take it up a level, I guess, in the craziness.
It's got to be a bigger book. It can't be like Nightwing, which has that level of hope throughout. Like it has to.
You can't have hope.
You can't have hope. You're the team.
But you have Dick Grayson as the leader. There's always hope.
I don't know. Look at that cover, man.
I know.
That don't look like a lot of hope.
I know. But there isn't any hope for another issue after this one of Wonder Woman. Because this is the final issue. Issue 800. It will be back, I'm sure. But Wonder Woman number 800. Diana's visions become more vivid as she finds herself trapped in the dreams of those around her. As she struggles to escape, her life as Wonder Woman hangs in the balance. When the dust settles, will she still be the Amazon's greatest champion? Find out in this extra special celebration. Final issue. So we're stopping at 800. We're done. It's over.
We're done for a little bit.
It'll be back. It's Wonder Woman.
I have been thinking it's pretty crazy how many of these characters are hitting like the 800s and stuff like that in their main lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Spider-Man hit 1,000, Action Comics and Detective Comics have hit 1,000. But like now we got the Flash 800, we got Wonder Woman 800. Like these characters have been around for so long. 800 issues
of the main book.
There's
all these other side books of all these characters. But
yeah, that's intense. But I'm sure that Diana's going to come out on top at the end. You talk about hope,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm more on the edge of the Spiderverse, though, for number 3.
I like these transitions you got going on, Tommy.
Edge of the Spiderverse, number 3.
So this one has 2 stories. So Nobody Knows Who You Are and Hermanita. Nah, it's definitely Spanish. Hermanita. Spider Smasher returns after her hit debut in Miles Morales' Spider-Man. Miles' sister Billy Morales' alter ego is still needed in the Empire of the Spider. Plus, the origin of the Secret Spider character who debuted in Spider-Man 7 is told here. So, this one, I mean, I was pretty hesitant about picking up this next iteration of Edge of Spider-Verse, just because it's talking about the side characters who may never really come around, like Spider-Rex and stuff like that.
They're introducing so many. There's no way they can keep up with all of them.
But I think that this is the issue of this run where the characters matter. Like, Billy Morales was introduced when Miles was like hopping through the different universes.
Yeah.
So they talk about the Empire of the Spider-Verse clone one, and she's already at that point like a fully fleshed out, rebel vigilante against her brother, or evil brother. And then Spider-Boy, I mean, they're pushing him in. So these are two of the big up and coming characters that I think, out of all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Spider-Men that they've introduced, I think that these are the two to keep an eye on. I mean, the fact that you have Dan Slott coming back to write Spider-Boy, too, that's not something to shake a stick at.
No.
But I'm excited for both of these characters, and I think this is going to be an awesome issue to read and to follow these characters afterwards.
Well, from my point of view, I'm really looking forward to number 2, Nightwing 105. Masterminds Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo are back at it again to present Nightwing fans another special issue uniquely designed for them to be Nightwing for a day. This oversized story will feature Nightwing from his point of view, allowing readers to use his Eskrima sticks and leap through Bloodhaven. You don't want to miss this issue, as there will be other surprises along the way, including who will show up beside you.
Dude, this one's going to be sweet.
I am so hyped for this book.
I just love what this book is willing to do.
Right? It's like a love letter to Nightwing fans. It's
like literally this book is straight up like, all right, Nightwing wasn't great for a while. Like, now here's everything you could possibly want.
It's been a long time. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Before Rick Grayson.
But first you have the single shot issue. Now we have a POV one. Like, from his point of view, that's gonna be sweet. And look at the covers too. Like,
the covers are great. Yeah.
These point of view covers for him. Like, I just think this book really, like, for how fun it is and how impactful the character is, the fact that they're willing to just, not take it so seriously as to have the standard format of a comic book every time.
Oh yeah, it's like, what can we do with the storytelling medium of comic books? Like, how are other ways that we can tell a story?
I don't think I realized it before, but like, Nightwing's also kind of the perfect character to do that stuff with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he lends himself to like these types of, I don't know, artistic decisions in a way.
Yeah.
So I'm so pumped for this one.
Absolutely. But it is not the ultimate book of the week, because it's not number 1. Ultimate Invasion #1 is our number 1 this week. So
the transformation of the Marvel Universe begins again. Superstar creators Jonathan Hickman and Brian Hitch team up. The Illuminati must form once again to stop the Maker from his plans to destroy or perhaps rebuild the universe, with Miles Morales at the center of it all. Brian Hitch's work on the Ultimates helped redefine superhero comics for the 2000s. Wait until you see what he and Jonathan have in store for this decade, including new data pages by Jonathan Hickman, plus exclusive behind-the-scenes material on the world building that has gone into this project. Now, I don't know how much you read, like, the Ultimate stuff.
A little bit. Not a
dude,
lot.
I was a big fan of it growing up. And then, I mean, they got rid of it with, what was that, Secret Invasion? Secret War? No, Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
The new one, yeah.
Not the newest one.
So,
I'm just kidding.
The newest one. I don't know how many of them. But no, the Maker, every time he's shown up now that he's part of Earth 616, he's like, I want my universe back. And I think they're bringing Jonathan Hickman, into it and trying to get it. I don't know if I really want them to split back to an Ultimate Universe. Because, like, if you remember back then, there were just as many Ultimate comics as there were normal, you know?
Yeah.
Like having 2 fully fleshed out universes was like a little bit intense.
They're like, we need to sell more books. Let's do it again.
Yeah. So I don't know if
what better
I
way to
want
make a whole
that to
bunch.
Happen.
You get to make a whole bunch of new number 1s.
That's true.
It is the
Marvel, and I'll buy them. But no, either way, I'm excited to maybe see some of those characters again. And also, I like the Maker.
Yeah. Oh, he's a very interesting character.
Like, I think that, you know, Reed Richards gone wrong and elongating his brain. Like, I think Reed Richards is a good bad guy. But no, I think that they got a lot of, you know, opportunities to tell some stories, and sell.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That I'm really excited about. Plus, Jonathan Hickman, man.
Yeah, I was not excited about this, but now that I know Hickman's on board, I'm
right. Like, it's Hickman.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited. Also, I'm excited about it because it is an actual mini series event.
No way.
So it does get like probably like 6 issues, 6 to 8, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not like the Alpha and Omega thing.
Okay.
It's not like you just get the Alpha and then you have to follow all these side stories.
Okay, so it's just the one run. There's no other books.
I'm assuming there'll be tie-ins, obviously. Like, but I think I like when they do the format of an actual mini series, because then you have the option just to pick up the main book.
Right. No, that makes sense.
You know, like I know Spider-Man's gonna have something to do with this.
Yeah.
So course. I already get that one. Yeah. But like, I'd rather be able to pick up 5-6 issues of a main line of an event than read the Alpha and then be like, oh well, I gotta follow 19 books.
Oh, sure. No, that's the worst.
Yeah. Like, give me 6 issues. Let's just go back to that. Give me like 6-7 issues, and like I'll choose what I want to read on the side later.
I feel like that was 12. I feel like it was usually 12.
Yeah, something. I mean, who knows? But so I'm excited for that because I truly don't enjoy the Alpha and Omega format.
No, I do not either.
Like, I just think it's such an easy way to have to buy or read so many other things that you normally wouldn't have any interest in.
Yeah.
I mean, so give me a little mini series. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Cool.
And then also there is a John Tyler Christopher negative space Miles Morales.
Of course there is.
My man needs to stop. He needs to go. like I have messaged Phantom of the Attic about 4 different John Tyler Christopher negative spaces in the last 2 days. There's a Blade one. There's one coming out for ASM 31. There's this Miles Morales. It's like, my man's got to slow back down. Otherwise, I'm going to buy too many of them.
Yeah, the Miles one is pretty good, though. You can't miss that one.
So, yeah, I mean, his is almost as good as the... one of the first ones I collected was the Spider-Man one for the Sins of Norman Osborn.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it's such a sweet character. Like, I think that both Miles and Peter their costumes lend themselves to a negative space so well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so I have to get that one. Like, I have to.
Cool. Well, anything else before we wrap up in this week's comics or last week's comics and next week's comics or this week's comics?
Oh, here's another one.
Hey.
No, man, it's been this week. I've read a bunch, but it was like catching up on just little stuff that I haven't really paid attention to, like Wolverine. But no, I have restarted the daunting task of organizing. Scanning and organizing. I'd probably say I have 2 long boxes of books that have been read that need to be scanned and organized. Like, I generally do a good job of keeping everything like in order.
Right.
But then when it comes time to like pulling out all the boxes, it's like,
yeah. That's a whole
it's gonna be a whole day. It's gonna be a day of me doing that. But no, that's all I got though.
Cool. All right. Well, until this week's comics are last week's comics and next week's comics are this week's comics, we'll catch you guys later.
See ya.